Hola, party peoples. I hope you enjoy Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, because it was a banger of a show. Yes, it was. It's pretty dang good. Look at Kyrie saying, child. Kyrie was hanging on for dear life.
Say that's right.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Tiffany A, aka Site Design TV2. Hello, ladies. Hello, gentlemen. Let's get started, shall we? Monday Night Raw has come and gone, and man, was it a doozy. The show started off on a bit of a somber note, but a very, very motivational one. So let us get started. And before we deep dive into the show itself, we must pay our respects to everybody in the comment section. Hi. Top commenter of the day goes to Tirza. Tirza was numero uno. She was heard right when I went live. I ain't know she started being on divorce court. They got her on divorce court now. But anyway.
Yeah, two big for a body
Bevo Lottie. Shout out to Tirza for being number one commenter of the day. We got Sasha at number 2, Kayla at number 3, Pierre at number 4, and young boy Jay at number 5. Those are the top 5 commenters of the night, day, morning, evening, whenever you are watching this. Appreciate y'all for coming in. And if you want to be having a shout out and be the top commenter of the day, all you got to do is come in right when I go live, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out. And if you are part of the super chat, you will automatically get a shout out because you're a part of the super chat. So we love that. Super chats get preferential treatment. Okay. Let's deep dive into the show, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh shit, I think I added the wrong stuff in here. That is not what we should be looking at. So hold on tight, y'all. I'm going to add it in and then we get started. I got to get these graphics in. But tell me what y'all thought of the show in the comments. Okay, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a great show. They did an excellent job for a show after the Rumble. This was a very, very solid show. I have to say they did an excellent job of booking this, and it just was a fun night. I will say that they had some good surprises, some good pieces here. I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching this show. So let's deep dive into what we saw first. First person to kick off the show was none other than, what happened? Oh, wow, the graphics for that is crazy. Our resident working man, CM Punk, okay? CM Punk came out to address the WWE Universe because in that Royal Rumble match, he had, what was it, a tricep injury?
Torn tricep, yeah.
A torn tricep. The estimated time frame for CM Punk is 4 to 6 months, 6 months being the max, 4 being the minimum, which means he is not going to be back in time for WrestleMania. And everybody was a bit somber, but CM Punk came out and just basically left his heart out there on the mat for everybody to see. He talked about his friend who has cancer. He talked about his determination and that this was just going to be a bump in the road and he'll be back better than ever to finish his story. And he wished CODY nothing but the best on finishing his. Now, we'll get to CODY in a second, but you got to give Phil his props. He came out there and was as motivational as possible. It looked like he was emotional. It looked like he was a little distraught about coming back and getting injured. And it's got to be heart-wrenching for somebody to come back after 10 years and get injured like that. It can be a little frustrating. The only thing that I would say is that, one, I think that he needs to put on a little bit more muscle work out a little bit more and condition yourself a little bit better. And I also think that he needs to wrestle consistently to maintain himself. So he doesn't have these long stretches, and these type of injuries may not happen because he'll have a little bit more condition and he'll be back at full capacity with wrestling again. He had a bit of an issue in AEW with injuries as well, but that came also from being out of wrestling for over 10 years and then coming back. And then you go into a company where there's really no structure there, and WWE is different. They're gonna treat you a little bit better over there, or at least we've known them to do so. And the doctors that they have, of course, is immaculate. And hopefully this will work out in CM Punk's favor and he'll come back stronger and able to do what he planned to do this year, but now is no longer in the cards. So good luck to you, Phil. I mean, you cut a great promo this early in the show, and it was good until this demon known as motherfucking Drew McIntyre came out there. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. My mom told me when I was a little kid that prayer can change things, but she wasn't talking about this kind of prayer. The God I serve do not operate in this manner. I don't want to hear shit in the comments, because right now Drew McIntyre's on my shit list. First of all, bitch, don't be bringing God into your bullshit. Excuse me, Lord, for cursing, but they done made me mad, okay? You don't bring God and Jesus into your bullshit, okay? You keep that shit to yourself. So whatever deity you was praying to, damn sure was not the God I serve, okay? Excuse me, Lord. Excuse me, okay? I don't know what devil or motherfucking son of the devil you was praying to, but it damn sure wasn't God. I tell you what, your blasphemy is going to get your ass whooped. Okay? Your blasphemy is going to get your ass whooped. Don't start that bullshit. Now shoot. Say what you want to, but mind your motherfucking business. Talking that craziness now. I CM Punk ain't like that shit. Because this motherfucker came out there and said, I heard what you said. I still believe in everything I told you. I don't like you. I don't like the way you treated me when you was here before. And I don't like the fact that you done came back and got the red carpet rolled out for you. And I prayed for this to happen, and it happened. Not the God I serve. No, ma'am. You ain't finna blame that shit on God. Excuse me, Lord. You're not finna blame that on him. You finna mind your business. That's what you finna do. Before you get fucked up around here. We don't do that. No. You going too goddamn far. You was going too goddamn far. You don't do that shit. Don't piss me off. I enjoyed it, but if I had to critique it, I wish they'd stop with the weekly women tag matches. What else they supposed to do? It's the way to maximize the women's division in the best way possible. So what else did you want them to do? A singles match? It would have been with the same people. You wouldn't have cared. You wouldn't have cared. You wouldn't have cared. Being honest. Complete sidebar. I missed the Royal Rumble live because Malcolm wanted to be fresh. But baby, I'm still not over Naomi's return. I was weeping. Malcolm had to peel me off the floor. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. You go off on Drew on your IG. Took me clear. Because you don't do that. You don't say that shit. Now you can say whatever you want to, believe whatever you want. But don't be blasphemous on national TV and say no shit like that. Now you do, I'm telling you, do whatever you want, but have some respect and decorum for everybody else. Everybody got to respect everybody else's religion, right? Can I go on TV and talk about Jewish people like that? Or talk about their religion like that? Can I go on there and talk about everybody else's gods and religion like that? No, I can't say no shit like that, so your punk ass can't say that shit. You can't say that shit. And think you're going to get away with it? No. Because I'm going to strain your ass up by them follicles. Sure is. You and that wrinkled ass fucking leather pleather coat you be coming out in, and that stinking ass kilt you be walking around in. Yes, I'm gonna strain your ass up. Cause you don't do that hateful shit. You mind your motherfucking business. You don't even believe in it. So whatever you prayed to, it did wasn't the God I serve. It damn sure wasn't the God I serve. Cause you don't even believe. How you gonna pray and don't believe in it? Where you think that prayer going? To hell. It's going to hell. Cause the damn sure ain't going up to the heavens. It sure ain't, cause you don't believe in it, bitch. The fuck? Stop playing with me, Drew. Stop playing with me. Okay? Stop playing with me. You done piss me off. Let me take this motherfucker off my screen before I be done cut your ass again. Sitting up there with that raggedy ass hairline. The nerve of you. The goddamn nerve. Just a big whining bitch. Ugh. I'm so disgusted with you. I'm so disgusted. Oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. Let me get back to the point. Motherfucker. CM Punk heard everything he said, and CM Punk said it very plainly. He said, when I come back, I'm going to come back 100%, and I'm going to be ready to finish my story. But the first stop that I make is going to be to you. I'm a damn sure whoop your ass when I come back. Now, Drew, of course, on some bitch nigga shit, attacked the man, knowing his arm is bandaged. He then was trying to hold his own a little bit, and he got beat down by Drew, who began to stomp on his arm and take him out. It was just really pussy. It was one of the biggest, pussiest moves I have ever seen in my life. I ain't never seen nobody be so pussy in my life. I ain't never seen nobody this pussy before in my life. This was some bitch nigga shit. If I ever seen it, it was some bitch nigga shit. And I don't even feel like that. But damn, don't kick a wounded bird while it's down. Shit. The fuck? Let him go on and die in peace. What's wrong with you? Oh my God. Let me put it on a happy note, because I'll be done cut Drew's ass to the white meat. You understand me? Pat McAfee returned to commentary. Now, from my understanding, Pat is gonna be on commentary permanently until things kick back up with football, because football is getting ready to go on this, it's hiatus. They'll be back around August, September. Is that usually the time frame? August is when preseason start?
Yeah, college comes back in late
College
August.
come back in August, and then he'll be doing college, and he'll be doing. In September is when it come back, or October?
August is when it comes back in
for college.
College late August, yeah.
A professional come back at the same time.
Professional come back early September.
Okay, so we got a month. We got a month after college, then professional will be back. So Pat will probably be bouncing to go back to doing, unless he can keep it up. But that's a hectic schedule, AJ. That's hectic. Covering college, they usually do that on site, right? Mm-hmm. And usually the games are on Saturday, which is probably why they put Pat on Mondays. And Pat probably agreed to do commentary on a weekly basis, but only on Mondays. So with that being said, they more than likely have moved Wade Barrett, which I believe Michael did say on commentary today. Wade Barrett's been moved to SmackDown, and Pat's got a permanent job over on Raw. So we love that for Pat. Pat was back, and Raw was so much fun. This is what I'm talking about. Uncle Kratos was feeding us today. We was eating. Okay? We was eating good. We were eating good. I had to go off for a minute. He pissed me the fuck off. Shit. Oh, bitch ass. She said, I had my pizza and wings. I had just finished eating a buffalo flat and put the bones on the plate and went to grab a slice, and her music hit, bitch. Naomi came out there ready to go, and she did amazing. Second longest time in the Royal Rumble. We love that for her. We love that. We love it. We love that for Pat. We glad Pat back. Pat gonna be bouncing off of Michael. And the more he gets into the groove of things, the better he'll get at commentary. He was still funny. Hold tight, y'all. He was still funny, gave us everything that we need from Pat McAfee, bouncing off of Michael. It was a good time. I love Pat on commentary. Now, we had a couple of matches. The matches was hitting today, wasn't they? Oh my God. For unfortunately for us, fuck ass Judgment Day is still there as the champions. I really wish that they would have pulled the trigger and dropped these titles to DIY. But something in my spirit tells me that Awesome Truth is gonna be tag team champions by WrestleMania. Okay. Something tells me in my spirit that Awesome Truth is either going to be tag team champions by Mania or at Mania. Something telling me in my truth that that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna wait on it. I'm gonna wait on it because I see it happening. I'm gonna wait on it. Now I will say this: that Damian Priest and Finn worked very well together against a very seasoned tag team in DIY. They were good in this match. There were many times where DIY almost won this match, but unfortunately for them, it was the determination of Judgment Day to prove that they need to prove who they are, and it was just such a ragtag bullshit ass excuse to go out there. And Rhea Ripley's like, we gotta send a message. And it's like, girl, y'all send the fucking same message every week, bitch. How many times do you have to send a message? How many messages do you need, oh? How many? How many motherfucking messages do you need? I'm tired of y'all messages, girl. I'm sick of them. Because the messages say the same shit. I'm tired of y'all motherfucking messages, bitch. Send me a new one. The message ended the same. We the tag team champions, and unfortunately, no one cares. Then they called out Truth. Truth gave us a little comic relief, and it was funny to watch him out there. He was talking about crypto and shit, and Damian Priest seemed like he wanted to laugh so hard. And Damian Priest was like, listen, Truth, to be honest with you, you're not a part of the family. You are not a part of Judgment Day. You never were, and you never will be. The reality is, I like you, so I'm not going to be the one to do it. And then he called on Tom and Nick. And for whatever reason, Thanos' third son removed decided to be the one to hit the attack and beat the hell out of R-Truth. Now, nobody came out there to help him except for Miz, which Miz ended up getting beat down in the process. Poor Miz. He did everything in his power to fight that man off with Truth. And sorry, y'all. That was my Instagram. He did everything in his power to fight them men's off, and it didn't work out in his favor. So he ended up getting ate up in the process. That's why I said, you know what? I think they're gonna give Awesome Truth them motherfucking titles, either at Mania or at Elimination Chamber. They're gonna give them motherfucking titles. I see it in my spirit. I don't know why, but I see it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they all beat the hell out of him and beat the hell out of Miz, and then they decided to stand tall doing their kumbaya shit. And I said, okay, girl, moving on. And you know what's sad is that y'all supposed to be such a dominant faction, but y'all are irrelevant as fuck right now. Nobody is talking about y'all. Nobody gives a damn about y'all except for Rhea Ripley. Nobody cares. You are no threat to anybody. And the only thing you keep proving is that one, Finn and Damian can hold on to them tag team titles. I will give them that. And Rhea Ripley can hold on to her championship with no help. I will give her that. But y'all are no threat to nobody. And be honest, y'all are not even as dangerous as the bloodline was. Y'all just not. Because even in the bloodline, it was very clear the fear that they struck in that roster. And that wasn't in the women's division. That was everywhere. That was in the women's, men's, tag teams. Those men were dominating everywhere. And they ain't even have none of the women's championships. But they was running the whole fucking show. You motherfuckers talk a lot of shit, but don't back that shit up very well. You're not scary enough. You don't scare nobody. Neither one of you marshmallow bitches are gonna do anything. You have proven nothing. Your gang mentality ain't shit. Your squad don't do nothing but talk a lot of shit. Can you hang when it's time to hang? Sure. Are you interesting to watch? No. Your top man's is always dressed like the baddest bitches in the world, got his titties sitting up straight. Your other man's got one of the best abs in the game. At bare minimum, y'all are nice to look at on occasion. When Damian Priest ain't selling out all of the Kaneka line here, I'm gonna need for him to stop. Cause bitch, you killing me. Do you know how much Kaneka line hair costs now? That shit is $5 and $7 a pack, bitch. Leave the Kaneka line hair for the bitches who need it, like me. I like getting my hair braided. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you and your fucked up singlese twist. And whoever the fuck keep putting these bitches in your hair, I'm gonna beat your ass too. Cause I'm tired. I'm tired of you. I'm sick of it. Shit. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at you. What you looking for? Your remote? Hold on, let me turn around. I was on the road. Jared just kind of he took my road from me, y'all. Can you find it? Hold tight, children. Finna lay down.
Get the shower first.
Okay.
I don't know.
You need to go get in the shower. You always do that, and then you get up, get in the shower. This is the one time I want Miz to win something. I'm telling you. Hey, Tisha D, do pre-order Becky's book, and did you know she's doing a book signing March 8th, 26th at Barnes & Noble. Oh, yeah, Tirza got the whole motherfucking schedule, honey. If y'all didn't know, Becky Lynch's books is coming out in March. Then she's going on a book tour to celebrities, LA, New York, and a couple other cities. So if you want to go see Becky, you definitely can. You ain't have to throw my pillow like that. Never. That's rude. Ow. I stand by what I said.
That's why y'all pop with the paper towels.
Oh. Don't be popping me. With your rude ass. Anyway, before I so rudely interrupted. Where are you going? To use the facilities? What you gonna do with that cup? Anyways, let me get back to this live messing with Jerry. Anyway, I'm upset, child. I'm on 1,000. I'm on 1,000 today. I thank y'all for listening to me rant. She's out here sending the same message like somebody's gaslighting ex trying to draw you back in. Right? That's a very good description. Thank you, Aaliyah. I appreciate it. Because, girl, we don't need it. We don't need it. Damien love a good braid to the back. Don't he, though? With his bitch ass, stop using all my connecting line hair. Shit. Except JD. The man's head has to be a secret Guinness Book of World Records. Child. Am I good? I'm good. I'm just all right. I tell you what I did. I went downstairs and I was cooking earlier. If you was on my IG, then you saw me. I was in my kitchen. Me and AJ was making dinner, and Raw had came on while I was making dinner. So I'm downstairs cooking, watching the show, and I had made me and AJ some chicken and some sweet potato fries, and them bitches smacked. So I've been on 1,000 because I ate good. Kayla says, since the Judgment Day gave R-Truth the boot, they could say goodbye to the money from the merch that Truth sold, period. Speaking of braids, the way I need my hair braided is a sin. I'm trying to wait 4 more weeks, but I don't think I'm going to make it, girl. If it's time, honey. I can't wait for Miz to eat Judgment Day alive on the microphone because Miz is a lot of things. Corny is one of them, but he ain't boring. Well, you know what? Miz been eating lately. Ring-wise, he been out there showing his ass, and I can't do nothing but respect that. So I'm gonna be Team Miz for a while. I can't be mad at him too much. He ain't been too delusional. You know what I'm saying? He been going pretty hard. All right. So we covered the match for the tag teams. Let's move into Cody Rhodes. Now, this one was a tricky one. Okay. I was thoroughly expecting Cody to come out there and call out Roman and say he was coming for you, bitch. And I was going to be like, cool, great. We know where we at. Awesome sauce. But girl, that's not what happened. Okay, so let me tell y'all what the fuck just went down in this show. Now, when Cody came out there, of course, Cody was excited. Okay, Cody was ready. Cody was like, hey, I done made history. I had a rough couple of days heading into the Rumble. But baby, when I got to the Rumble, y'all had my back. I sure appreciate it. I love y'all for it. And he was like, listen, when I finally got to the dance, he said it was rough. You know, it was rough for me. I had a rough thing. Everything's okay now. Everything's okay. It's cool. I'm straight. But y'all don't understand how much I really needed y'all because it was just a rough time. Now, he did allude to the fact that a lot of people use wrestling for escapism, as do I, as do many of y'all listening and many of y'all in the comments. We all do. And so for him to say he needed us and we showed up for him, that's crazy. But shout out to the WWE Universe for doing their job and giving him some semblance of comfort, just like they've given us some semblance of comfort. So you got to give a round of applause. WWE Universe. You did that, girl. You did that, girls, guys, gays, wees, and dems. You did that. Okay. Now, let's get into what Cody said. Now, Cody came out there and he was like, listen, y'all already know where this gonna go. And then all of a sudden, here come the king of fashion, Seth freaking Rollins. I said, fuck going on around here, bruh? Why you cut him off? Let him talk. Seth said, wait a minute, Cody. Before you go and talk your shit, let me talk to you first. He was like, listen, you and I have not always, been eye to eye, but he said over this past year, I have gained a mutual respect for you. We both have a mutual respect for each other. Cody nodded in agreement. He said we may not have always liked each other, but we've come to a mutual respect for each other. He said, now, the reason why I'm out here is because I know that you are going to challenge Roman Reigns, or at least that's the pick you want to pick. But I'm telling you right now, he should not be the one that you challenge. And I said, oh, shit. Crowd was like, no. That nigga said, nah, I think you should pick me. And I was like, oh, no. The all is lost moment. I was like, we not around you. You treated me bad. I was like, no, Seth, don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, let us get it. Let us get our moment, please. Now, Steph said, wait a minute. Wait, everybody calm down. Calm down. All right? Listen. I'm only saying this to you because I want you to challenge me. Then Seth broke it down. Seth said, you watched me and you was with me side by side, running up and down these streets all day, every day, defending this championship day in and day out. You watched me make this title coveted, wanted, and being the top title in this company. You watched me do this. You were a part of this. And he's like, Roman isn't the workhorse champion. He isn't the champion that you should go after. He isn't the champion that your father would care about. And I was like, oh, goddamn. It hit a motherfucking nerve. Lord, they tearing us up. Triple H, I said, Trip, what is you doing, Kratos? What are you doing? Why are you fucking with us? Seth said, You don't want that Hollywood Hogan corporate politic bullshit ass championship. You want the championship that everybody respects. You want the title that everybody fights for. You want the workhorse championship, the one title that your father would care about. But he said, you know what? It ain't even about your daddy. It ain't about your daddy. It never has been. It's been about you. It's all about you, Cody, and what kind of man you want to be. And I said, God damn, you don't question this man's integrity. All right. All right. The story taking a detour once again. This nigga ain't gonna never finish the story. He ain't gonna never finish it. We gonna be stuck in limbo forever. It ain't gonna never happen. Now, Seth said, I don't want to hear your answer now. I'm gonna give you some time to think it over. But you need to ask yourself, what kind of man are you? And I'm sitting there watching this shit like, oh shit. Now Cody stood there and he said, when I woke up this morning and I came here, this was not on my bucket list. This was not something that I expected at all. And bitch, me neither. But let me tell it to you from a different standpoint. Because I'm in the jokes and the games here, and I'm going to talk to y'all real. Because Cody essentially told him, I will think about it. And I think that's a fair assessment. Now, let me tell y'all something. The reality of the situation is the longer Cody waits to be WWE champion, Roman is probably going to beat Hogan's record. And I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to go with the familial route with this. And it's more than likely if Cody chooses Seth, which I think he will. I think that Cody is going to choose Seth. So Seth can leave after Mania and he leaves the championship in the hands of somebody that he feels like deserves to be champion. In my mind, the way that this went down after Seth got injured was, especially after CM Punk got injured, was okay. They had an emergency meeting after Royal Rumble was over, and they're like, look, we got to shift this. Seth is like, hey, they probably brought Seth, Cody, and them in the room and was like, hey, listen, right now, we need somebody to man the ship while Seth is going to be on hiatus after Mania. Seth probably was like, give it to Cody. Cody's the best man at the moment. He's a big star. He'll man Monday Night Raw while I'm out. Triple H probably agreed, and that's the route that they're going to go. And then they came up with a story so that the deflection would work out in their favor. If The Rock is still in play, because if Cody goes in this direction, that means that Rock is still in play to go after Roman at WrestleMania. Now, me personally, I wouldn't book it. But only because I still feel as though they don't need a title to have this battle. Adding the title to it just makes it unnecessary and very, very obvious who's going to win. Okay, we all know who's gonna win that match. It's gonna be Roman, so it's gonna make that match completely irrelevant, in my opinion. However, the way I would book it is I would go with Roman going after one of his cousins. It could be Jimmy. It could be Solo. It doesn't matter. Now, if they decide to make Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania, cool beans. Don't have a problem with that. I want to watch it. I see a lot of people not wanting to watch that match because they feel like it's just going to be Super Kick City. But the way I see it is if your ass can sit up and watch the Young Bucks wrestle any and everybody, your ass can watch the Usos wrestle each other. Fuck out of here. Now, like I said, if they decide to have Roman go up against Rock at Mania, obviously both of those matches with Seth versus Cody and Rock versus Roman are really two really big marquee matches, okay? And usually they put Roman on night 2 anyway. It don't be the greatest match, but it is what it is. It'll be a nice send off for Roman, and obviously to solidify his God mode, as he puts it, on the GOAT status, and it's fine. I don't have any issues with that. Um, but I really do think that that is the better route for Cody for now. Does he have time to win the WWE Championship? Yes, he does. Cody isn't going anywhere for right now. Hopefully, everything is great with him. He's completely healthy as we can see it. So he has time to win that championship. And I think when he finally does, Roman will probably come back and want to get it back. And then we can have that battle between the two of them where Cody actually wills out over him. And we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, I really think that this is the best route for now. I think that this is the best way to go. Keep Cody on Raw, especially with them moving to Netflix in 2025. You can run the story back, have Cody drop the title, don't have him drop the title, make it a triple threat between Punk, Cody, and Seth at Mania. That's a massive match in 2025. You can do whatever you want to do. Either way, I think having Cody win at WrestleMania over Seth Rollins and man that ship is a smart move, in my opinion. Because Punk is injured, it's just nobody else who has a big enough stardom that's left on the roster right now that can do it, that need can't be, that doesn't have, because we don't have the time to build them up yet to get them there. Like I said, I was telling AJ before the show, before I did this, I was like, he was like, if we don't let Cody go up against Seth, then who do you have? And I'm like, you have a lot of people that you can use, but the problem is their stardom isn't as big as Cody's. And while a lot of people may feel like, oh, this is a cop out, WWE really doesn't have much of a choice, and they're doing the best they can with what they have. That injury bug is strong. It is so strong. And it's causing a lot of things to be derailed or put on the back burner. It has to stop. And you know what? To an extent, I'm kind of glad, because I feel like oftentimes, because the fans beg and plead and want stuff, it gets rushed. We don't have time to really enjoy um these battles or promos between people. And I think them going this route really gives us a chance to savor some moments. Cody will have a pit stop to that WWE title, but he'll get the best title of the company, which is Seth's title, if we're being fair. When you watch Seth Rollins matches, you want Seth to win, but it's not always guaranteed that he's gonna win. Like, and even in Roman's case, you would think that it's not always guaranteed, but we know the truth. Like, Seth has almost lost that title at least 3 or 4 times. At least 3 or 4 times. So it's a better route to go in, to have him go up against Seth. I think it's a really smart move, especially with losing CM Punk, like I said before. And it just, they swerved us in a good way. And I'm kind of glad that they did. You know what I mean? Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Let me look at y'all comments. Let me look at y'all comments. Let me comments. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Going back a couple minutes, Tears said St. Tears' Day is in March, and I usually get my hair redone closer to that, so it's nice and fresh. I'm living in hats right now, period. Cause I got me a good bucket hat, and I'm gonna buy me a couple more, cause I loves me a good bucket hat now. I was like, I look cute in bucket hats. This is cute. Yes. And Kayla Day coming soon as well. I'm gonna do drastic to my hair. Okay, good for you. Both Kayla and Tira's birthdays is in March. They never let that man cook. Don't never. Okay. Oh, baby, you ain't been here in a minute. Okay. Vocals always hit. Well, sometimes my voice crack, and that be embarrassing. but it is. I said this in the group chat. It's definitely gonna be Roman versus Rock at Mania. Yeah, that's how it's looking. That's how it's looking. The Rock versus Roman match is a main event caliber match, and it shouldn't fight on any other. They shouldn't fight on any other PLE but Mania, in my opinion. But I agree with it. Doesn't need to be for a title. It just doesn't. I think that it's a little bit of an overkill, and I think that because it'll be for the title, we already know where this is headed, and it kind of sucks. I also think WWE should cut back on live events leading up to Mania just as a precaution. Well, here's the thing. They don't really have that many live events leading up to Mania. So the last month of the year is December. There's no pay-per-views in there. There's no PLEs. Going into Royal Rumble, they have to have Royal Rumble. The only other pay-per-view in between that is Elimination Chamber. And me personally, I like that there is a match in between Rumble and WrestleMania, because there's some storylines that need to be wrapped up before Mania, and that always is the place where it gets done. Also, Elimination Chamber helps to determine who else could be able to go to WrestleMania. So as far as I'm concerned, if you count Survivor Series, 3 PLEs before WrestleMania isn't that bad. In fact, I think it's fine if because they get a massive break in December. We're talking about huge break in December, whole week off before the week of Christmas, then leading into WrestleMania. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They got plenty of time. Now on the live house show schedule, I think that's really tight. That's a very tight schedule that they are on. That part I agree with. I do think that they should cut back on those because it's just too many back to back. And I think especially around summertime and then winter, like leading into like December, that December schedule is nuts. It's nuts. And I'm just like, ooh, wowzers, because that injury bug gets increasingly worse when you have so many people on the roster wrestling on the live shows. Now those, in my opinion, so the way I would do it, right, is I would let them do live shows, but my superstars wouldn't be on my live shows too much. So I wouldn't have my superstars at every live show. Like they would do the big ones and they could pick and choose which ones they want to do. So if you got Los Angeles, Atlanta, San Antonio, and New York City as 4 stops on that tour, then maybe uh the shows in Spokane, the shows in Kansas, the show in Arkansas, the show in North and South Dakota. Maybe in those particular sects, if you do a show, I can switch off between the superstars we gonna advertise and have. You see what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be straight up where they cut them all out, but maybe they can alternate between which stars go where. I, for one, would love to see Jimmy and Jay wrestle each other. They've even said it's a dream match to wrestle each other. I love to see it too, but I saw something on the internet, on Twitter, I believe it was, where a podcast was just like, they ain't gonna do nothing but super kick each other in the match, and I don't want to see that. I'll put it this way. Most people have their move sets, right? And while I do believe that the super kick is an overused move, and I do feel like people need to rely on something else, especially the Usos. I can 100% agree that the super kick is overused. I think it's unfair to marginalize them by just their moveset when the story could work, and then leading into the match itself, it could be decent. Looking at what we saw, the little tidbit that we saw at Royal Rumble, it's very possible that they can do a decent match with each other. So I just thought that was a little disingenuous, especially when We see pretty much the same move sets when it comes to everybody in most matches. I mean, Randy is a very good culprit of doing his move set every time. That scoop slam, that hangman DDT, the RKO, and it comes in succession. You can tell when it's coming, how it's coming. Sometimes he'll hit you with a power bomb, that underarm, that uppercut. He does a nice lariat clothesline, but most of the time Randy don't switch off between his move sets either. Same thing goes for Roman. Same thing goes for Kevin and Sammy. Like everybody has their move sets depending on who they're going up against. So maybe the boys will be able to produce something that's a little bit more high octane, a little bit better than what we normally get. I mean, Miz has been able to do it. So you have to give them a shot. If it don't work out, I ain't gonna say nothing against it. I'm like, you know what, fam, you was right. But if you don't let people do what they can and let them try, like it's unfair. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jesus Christ. Let them at least try to work it out. I also wonder what's going to happen with Damien's briefcase. When is he going to cash in and will it fail? I honestly hope he does. To be honest with you, I hope he fails as well because it'd be fucked up if CODY win the title and then Damian Priest cash in trying to steal it. I'll be pissed. Especially if he win, I'll be pissed. Seth versus CODY at Mania is just what's best for business right now. It just makes sense to go that way. Fair. Becky is the same way with the moves. Exactly my point. So like I just think it was a little unfair to go that well. But I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I ain't mad at them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I disagree with what they said. Is all I'm saying. But anyways, y'all, let us get back to the show. I had to stop and give y'all a little, preach a little bit. Hallelujah. Had to give you a little bit. All right, y'all. So Kofi had a match with Gunta. And let me tell you something. Kofi worked Beaker's ass over today. Do you hear me? Kofi whooped Beaker's ass today. He beat his ass. All right. They was out there scrapping like two rabid dogs, and Kofi proved it ain't about pancakes and unicorn horns, bitch. I'm coming for that ass. And he definitely did that shit. Okay? Kofi whooped Gunther's ass today. And I don't know, the gods smiled in Kofi's favor, I guess, but shit. Kofi whooped his ass today. Okay, now Gunther retained his championship. I ain't gonna, hold y'all too long. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Kofi, did not beat Gunther. Gunther ended up beating Kofi. Okay. Good for motherfucking Gunther. And then while they was out there, Kofi was still laid out. Xavier came in there to check on his homeboy. Gunther sent the goons out there to attack Torso Man and Knock Knees, Bow Leg Knock Knees came out there and beat the hell out of both of them. Now, I don't know what's going on with Big E, if Big E has been cleared and ready to go. But God, the God I serve, is a mighty God, and I need him to come back. I need him to come back and even this shit out. I need him to come back and help them whoop some ass because the New Day ain't been getting nothing but ass whoopings and everything else, and they ain't getting no respect. They deserve more than this. They really do. Okay? They've been getting their ass handed to them, and time after time after time, especially with Gunther and them bitch ass, them two motherfucking surfboard and goddamn knee pad king is out here getting on my nerves, child. Okay, I need Big E to come back and round out the New Day so they can whoop some ass. Okay, I need him to come back. I need him to get back in the gym, get himself together so he can be cleared by the E. I need it. I need it in my life right now. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to pray about it, honey. If I was truth and I wanted to be petty, I would cost Priestess cash in. You know what? That ain't half bad. That ain't half bad, Kayla. I've been liking Kofi attitude lately, right? Right? They been going real. They've been real niggerish. They been real niggerish. We like, okay, okay. Now, let me tell y'all something that took me out today. When Kofi said that the title was for us, by us, bitch, I said, who got the title, FUBU? I said, who made y'all title? Carl Kanai and them? And bitch, it was all over Black Twitter. The IWC and Black Twitter came together and took out some shit, honey. And I said, girl, I was not the only one, okay? That shit took me out when he said that. I said, I know you ain't say it was for us and by us. No, you didn't. If they are building an Imperium against New Day for Mania, I need something to happen. They gotta get a third. They gotta get a third. And I don't know if it's Jay Uso that they can bring in. I don't know. Side note, did y'all know Ludwig Kaiser was the first German-born WWE superstar to compete in the Rumble? No. Didn't know that. But good for him, I guess. And who's so that was an excellent match between Gunther and Kofi. They had pulled out all the stops in this match, but ultimately Gunther was able to pick up the win. The next match that I remember is this match between Big Titty Bronson and my homeboy, my distinguished twin, Jay Uso. Okay. Now listen. Jay Uso and my distinguished twin and Big Titty Bronson was out there fighting too. Okay, now Bronson Reed thought his big ass was gonna stomp out there on some King Kong shit and got murked. And got murked on some Mothra shit. Got murked. Got your ass whooped. Okay. Jay Uso came out there and beat your ass. You ain't even get past. Look at you all cockeyed and shit. Look, one of your eyes going the other way and the other one looking straight. Bitch, can you see me? Can you see me, bitch? How many fingers I got up? How did you cock your eye like that in this pit? Look at this cocked ass eye in this picture. Do y'all see this? I ain't even realize how his eye is cocked. I don't even. Do y'all see how cocked this nigga's eye is? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. I see how this nigga eye cocked like a pistol. I can take a. Y'all not finna make me be crazy. Y'all is not about to make me be crazy. Not he sus. Don't say that, Tears. Or don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I mean, if he is, that's his business. But I'm not gonna say that. Because I don't know that man like that. I don't know that man like that. Be stratting you in danger, girl. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Tears. You ain't shit. Facts. I miss Big E in the ring and him doing ridiculous things that only Big E can get away with. Cause child, they can't get away. Nobody else can get away with it but him. I can see that. Stop it, Tears, please. Brandy. Brandy. Is his eye not clocked? His eye is cocked. I'm just trying to find out who he looking at. And why didn't the Photoshop people fix it? All they had to do was Photoshop his eye forward. Why is it cocked like that? His eye cocked like a pistol. Oh my God. Oh, she said my gator goes off every time he walk out. Child, that baby back just broke. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He ain't nothing but a torso and legs. Shit. He ain't gay. He just stupid. Girl, he walk like that all the time. Shit. I had to give me something to drink, child. He walked like his back hurt. I didn't interpret it as zesty, but if that's how you interpret it, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you have it. Okay. Now we had a few women's matches. Okay, we had 2 tag team matches. One of them was Chelsea Green and Piper versus Shayna and Zoe Starks. Shayna and Zoe Starks won. I don't understand why they keep making Zoe Starks and Shayna rack up all these wins. I'm not quite following what the fuck is going on here. I don't get it. But, whatever works for you. Then later on in the night, we had a match between Natalya and Tegan and the Kabuki Warriors. Towards the end of their match, Natalya was manning the shit, pretty much had control of the match. But Tegan called an audible, and that audible didn't work. She ended up getting her face busted on the apron and was rolled out the ring. After Natalya told her to tag and come in the match, she was like, Tegan, tag. Tegan looked dead in her face, went over to kick Kyrie in her face, and then got tripped and slammed on the damn apron, child. I said, girl, listen to the veteran. Shit, she there for a reason, bitch. You just gonna ignore her like she ain't say tag me? Girl, she said tag me. Why would you ignore her? Like, I'm not saying Natalya's the greatest wrestler in the world. We all know she's the best technical wrestler on the roster. Nobody's denying it. I'm just saying, like, you could have at least, acknowledged what good sis was saying to you. Like, bitch, tag her in. Okay, she like, come on, we got this tag in. She was like, I'm going to say no. Like, girl, damn, did you even at least pinch the bitch? She took your ass out so damn fast, and then Natalya got ate up and pinned. Match over, child. Excuse me. I said, oh, Lord. That was a mess. So, we get down to the next winner of the Royal Rumble, Miss Pammy Pockets, Bayley herself. Bayley run the Rumble, snitches, okay? And I told y'all she was gonna win. And when she came out there, she was, she was giving us all the feels. Everybody was cheering her on. And Bayley's still a heel, so she had to play the part. Hold on. My bad, I had the wrong one up. Bayley's still a heel, so she had to play the part 100%. Okay? And so Bayley came out there with her whole squad. After the match with the Kabuki Warriors, Bayley was announced, and Dakota was out there, and Dakota did not have on a brace. And I said, okay, girl, okay. Something about this stank. Something about this stank real bad. It's funky. It's real funky in her. Okay. Bayley said, I told y'all. Okay. I told y'all I was going to Rumble. My whole plan has come to fruition. I warned y'all. Damage Control was going to take over. Did. Damage Control got all the gold. We about to get another one. And I'm telling you. Okay. And I've been telling you. Okay. Bayley said this is not a drill. You got to listen when I talk. Okay. And don't speak when I talk. Okay. Understand it. So while Pammy Pockets was talking, Miss Rhea of the Ripples came out there and was trying to taunt Bayley. And baby, bust down middle part Thickums was not having it. She came out there and whooped Rhea Ripley's ass for the second time. And when I say Rhea barely got any traction against that bitch, she barely got any traction against Nia. Nia beat the brakes off of Rhea Ripley. Not only did she leg drop her 3 times, that hoe sat on her chest twice. Twice. And then she got in Pammy Pockets' face like, bitch, you can pick Io, but Rhea Ripley is mine, hoe. Back your ass up. And Bayley was like, I was just about to say I was going to pick my opponent on Friday. She was like, very good. Very good. She was like, because by the time it comes down to who you need to choose, Rhea Ripley ain't going to be champion no more, ho. It's going to be me. I was like, oh. Okay, Naya. I said, girl, you ain't took no shower. Why didn't you take a shower, sir?
I will do it in the morning.
Why is you being so hard-headed today?
I'm going to sleep.
You was not gonna be messing up my bathroom time. Hog up the bathroom at 6:00 in the morning. I'm on a schedule too. My body on a schedule too. I like to go to the bathroom. Don't you look at me like that. Oh, yeah. And don't you hit me either. Give me these. I don't trust you, Jared.
Get your cup.
Don't you hit me. Anyways. Child, when I tell you that she got her ass laid out, I said, "Ooh, God. Damn, Dominic didn't even come out there to save your ass, and that's a mess. I thought that was your mommy.
Shit.
I thought that was your mommy. What happened to Damien and Finn? What happened to them? What happened to big bald-headed ass JD?
He could have went out there.
Y'all left her to get her ass whooped like that? Damn, I thought y'all was family. Let me tell y'all something. If a bitch jumping me like that and I can't get no traction, oh, best believe my brothers is jumping in to save me. Best believe my sisters is coming to my rescue. That's how we roll. It's cuckoo, Sue. What's up? What's up? All of us. We'll come whoop your ass. It's 5 of us. It's 5 of us. We don't play that bullshit. You ain't finna come sit on my chest twice and think you gonna walk away clean. Hell no. My brothers is coming to clip your ass at the knees, and then my sister's gonna bust you in that damn middle part. You might fuck around and get cut. With the wrong one. I'm just saying. It could not have been me. Did y'all hear Michael mess up and call her the champion instead of EO? Nope, I didn't hear that. I low-key think it's going to be a triple threat with Rhea, Nia, and Becky at Mania. They having Nia go up against Rhea Ripley at Elimination Chamber. And Rhea Ripley is going to beat Nia. At the Chamber, if I call this right, at the Chamber, Becky is going to win at the Chamber. And it's going to be Becky versus Rhea at WrestleMania. It's already been done. It's already been written. Because I feel like on Friday, because if you notice, when Bayley said, I'm going to choose my opponent on Friday, I'm going to make my announcement on Friday, y'all saw the camera on EO. EO was like, what she mean? She was like, wait a minute now. You were supposed to pick your opponent because she was talking to herself. But if you look at how she was talking, she was very confused. By Friday, EO and them gonna turn on that girl. And if they don't, best believe one of them is gonna initiate it. Dakota, somebody. But somebody gonna turn on her. I'm telling you now. And then the choice is gonna be made. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. All right. So the final batch of the night went to these two. It was Samuel versus Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew's sloppy toppy ass beat Sami Zayn tonight. Now, this is the one thing that Kratos did wrong. Kratos did this wrong. Now, had Sami had beat him and Drew attacked him, I probably wouldn't have been mad about that because Drew, that's how Drew operates. But for Drew to say the type of shit that he said to CM Punk today and to get to walk away with a win on top of it is mind-boggling to me. I know it's all kayfabe, but even in kayfabe, somebody need to be able to get their comeuppance. And oftentimes, what happens with Triple H under his ruling is that the heels walk away with win after win, and it takes forever for them to get their comeuppance, and it don't be satisfying. Drew should have got his ass whooped by Sami today. Now, don't get me wrong. They had a nice battle between the two of them. They always wrestle hard with each other, and it's very fun to watch. But it was not satisfying to see Drew McIntyre win after the shit he pulled today. Now, I could understand it better, like I said, if Drew had a lost and then attacked Sami. You feel me? I could fully understand that. But the way that he went about it was just dead ass wrong. Because the last time they wrestled, Drew beat Sammy, and then he turned around and attacked him again. So I feel like he's owed a receipt. Sammy was owed a receipt, and he did not get it. So I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it. The show went off on that sour ass note, on that sour ass milky note, with Drew's receding hairline and stank ass smile. And that was the end of Monday Night Raw. That was it. She was looking confused when Bayley won. It's brewing. Mm. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot going on leading into Royal Rumble, but more specifically into Elimination Chamber. That is the show they're advertising as of lately. And so Elimination Chamber looked like Rhea Ripley's match is already booked for Elimination Chamber. And I'm sure if EO does not defend her title before then, that her match will also be booked for Elimination Chamber soon. Don't know who it's going to be up against, but I would have a battle royal to determine who would go up against her. So, and whoever does it, then it can determine who gets into the chamber with the tournament. I love a good tournament. I feel like tournaments are a great way to do things. But it's going to be a fun time. I'm so happy with Monday Night Raw today. Dried mask, baby. It was such a good show. It was so much fun. I'm so glad that Pat's back. Okay. Pat makes the show so much fun. And the more he, travels on the show, the better he'll be in getting into things. Because Pat was on SmackDown, so he knew the SmackDown wrestlers better. On Raw, he'll learn and get better as he goes, which is what he did on SmackDown. So I can't wait to see. They're setting up the match for Rhea at Chamber. She will be facing Nia Jax. It makes all the sense in the world. That's what I just said. Damage Control finna beat Bayley ass on SmackDown this Friday like she owes them money. Literally just said that verbatim. Anyways, let's move into NXT because NXT is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And if you have been living under a rock, then you know that Vengeance is that Sunday. Well, it's this Sunday if we're going by the book. Vengeance Day is this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, let me see if I can pull this up so I can see. Here we go. Let us go to NXT. Now, tomorrow is NXT. So, for those of you who don't watch NXT, I fully understand, but the show is showing tomorrow. And tomorrow will determine a few things, okay? Tomorrow we'll be able to see who is going to go to Vengeance Day via the tag team tournament. Is it going to be LWO or is it going to be Trick and Mellow Gang? We'll have to wait and see. What is Roxanne going to do in response to Tatum Paxley attacking her? From what I see, Tatum Paxley and Roxanne Perez have a match tomorrow on NXT. So let me hold on and see if I can get the graphics from Twitter since WWE is being hella lazy at posting them on their website. I never understood why they post everything on Twitter and don't post it on their website. That always baffles me, but the shit come out on Twitter faster than anything else. And it's just weird. It's just like just post the shit. God, so fucking rude. So we got a few things to talk about when it comes to NXT. I'm gonna take a quick break. For those of you who don't want to hear about NXT, it's okay. Thank y'all for coming. I will see y'all tomorrow if you want to come around and listen to me rant and rave about NXT. But if NXT is not your cup of tea, I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Freestyle Wednesday or on Friday for SmackDown. For those of you who still watch NXT and want to hear about it, please stick around. I'm going to take like 3 minutes tops to get all the infographics and talk about tomorrow's show. So go ahead, take a quick break, and I'll be back.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't deserve.
Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
Rolling 80 wheels into the city. Riding on you. Gotta roll over to you, gotta give her release. Spread your legs down, down, I'm going up the heat. Hit the raw sounds when I rock up in your city. I'ma roll on the forever, let her roll on me. Split this one down the middle, wake up in harmony.
A claps. Don't close your eyes to get away. Just play my line and I'll arrange it. Beautiful, girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless, yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. All you want is the same thing.
Yeah. The 10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a G-class, that's just a starter kit. Plenty things count in life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck, this chess games, but shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon. Swear I'm more Purple Rain Prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment, I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens. Damn.
A claps.
All right, so I found as many of the infographics as I could find, and I'm going to try to upload them one by one if it'll let me. Okay, so tomorrow on NXT, there are going to be a couple of matches. Noam Dar is going to face off against Von Wagner in a Heritage Cup. Now, you know the Heritage Cup is a fairly long match, so this is going to take up a good chunk of the show. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but because this is Von Wagner going up against Noam Dar, I will put this at the start of the show. Now, I know that Ava is the new GM for NXT and whatnot, and I love Ava. I'm glad that she is a GM. I think that she works well as a general manager. Triple H gets to stay. Sean gets to stay in the back and do his thing. That's great. But if I were the one who was GM and booking these matches, I would have Von Wagner go first with Noam Dar. So that's just me. I feel like Noam Dar is defending his title this week because he has Nobody's scheduled to compete against him at Vengeance Day, which is fair. No problem with that. Next match that everybody's pretty excited about is between Lola and Elektra Lopez. Now, their friendship imploded a few weeks ago when the girls decided to go up against each other when they were doing the battle royal, and Lola took out her friend. Then Lola was taken out, but it was brewing a while back that Lola was not feeling Elektra Lopez. When LWO came back and Lola was real cool with them, Elektra was treating them, Lola was treating them like they was pieces of shit. Like, why is you even talking to them? Or whatever the case may be. And of course, when Lola won the contract, she became very full of herself and thought she was better than Elektra Lopez. But every time somebody talked about that bitch, they cut her down. And Elektra cut that bitch down. Dead. Told her she got here by shaking her ass on Instagram. She said, one minute you auditioning for lifestyle movies, and the next minute you shadow boxing in your room with being a wannabe MMA fighter in your bikini on Instagram, bitch. I was like, ooh, 10. I was like, girl, that tea strong. They told your little ass up, fake ass J-Lo. Any hoosies. Now, Lola on the internet talking about who fake now. She said, but when you fight me, Santos ain't gonna be able to come save your ass. If I'm being honest, I expect nothing from this match whatsoever. I know that for a fact that Elektra is an amazing wrestler. I will never say that she is not great in the ring because she is. Where Elektra lacks personality, Lola, on the other hand, lack in personality and in wrestling. And quite frankly, I think she is very, very overrated. And I don't think that she should have been the one to win the tournament for the women. I just disagree with that call altogether. I understand they wanted a heel to win this time, just like a heel won the men's this time. I'm all for it. Live your best life. But my thing is, I felt that Kaylani was a better fit. Even if it may have been a failed cash in for Kaylani. I felt like Kaylani had worked hard enough to be the one. Or if you wanted a good heel to win the women's tournament, give it to Jada Parker. She was right fucking there. Right there. Jada got all of the personality, all of the riz, as the kids say these days, in the world. She got the look. She's a beautiful woman, and she has the in-ring skill. She's got it. Lola is boring. She is just a pretty face. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody, it deserves a piece, okay? Everybody deserves a place. Everybody has a place in this business. You can be a pretty face and still do amazing things. We've seen that happen. Look at the likes of Trish Stratus, okay? But in my opinion, Lola lacks the personality that Trish Stratus has, and she also lacked the skill to be able to learn the way Trish Stratus did. So in my opinion, I get this match to Elektra, but they probably gonna let Lola win, and this gonna be the Elektra send off. She gonna pop up on SmackDown this Friday for sure. She going to SmackDown. She done already debuted on Santos' behalf. I see her continuing to debut on Santos, to continue to work the Santos. I definitely do. Let's keep it moving. Let me see if I can get the rest of these uploaded. It may not let me upload them all though. It's too many. Let me see. Oh, good. It put it up there. So let's get to the next women's match. We're going to have Roxanne face off against Tatum, like I said earlier, because Tatum involved herself in Roxanne and Lyra Valkyria's contract signing. She put Roxanne through a table. And of course, because it was on Lyra's behalf, Roxanne is pretty pissed off about it. But she'll get to have her revenge against Tatum tomorrow on NXT. Also, Andre Chase is going to address the Chase University students in the WWE Universe concerning the status of Chase U. But also, JC Jane has been working behind the scenes to try to save Chase U. So we'll see how this is all going to play out in the end. Andre Chase, child, I hope you get some help for that gambling problem you got and everything you've been trying to do. You hit it well for a little while, but baby, you've been looking real disheveled as of lately. So I hope and pray you get it together, girl. Because baby, you was looking a mess, and they took everything from y'all. Child, they repoed the posters off the wall, bitch. They took Duke Hudson's goddamn trophy. They took everything. Baby, you gotta get it together. And finally, we got the two biggest parts of the show outside of the women's championship. Who is going to Vengeance Day to challenge Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker to be the Dusty Cup winners? Is it going to be Trick and Mellow Gang, who've been having issues with some camaraderie, sticking to each other's words, practicing good boundaries, and actually being decent friends towards each other, more specifically on Carmelo's part? Or is it going to be LWO, the team who rightfully deserves to go to fucking Vengeance Day and should beat Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin and become the Dusty Cup winners? The only true tag team left in the fucking tournament should be the winners of the tournament. The full underdog in this tournament should win. That's just where I'm going to leave it. I don't know who's gonna win, but I hope it's LWO. And finally, we have Tricky Williams, Pretty Ricky, what they call him. Pretty Trick, what they call him, is going up against the Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, and they're gonna meet face to face in the ring and tell each other what they need to say before heading into Vengeance Day that following Sunday. And I know that Carmelo's going to involve himself. And of course, shit is going to get real sticky. We're going to see how this all plays out on NXT. Because on that Sunday is when everything comes to fruition. Vengeance Day is on February 4th, which is Sunday, y'all. This Sunday coming is Vengeance Day for NXT. All right? The match card is set. Hey, Kenny Ken is here. Yay. Hi, Kenny. The match card is set. And like I said, we don't know who's going up against who for the tag team tournament, but we're going to start off with the non-title bouts because OTM and the family are facing off because they've been going at each other's throats for the last couple of weeks. Not only did the family attack Scripps last Tuesday, and OTM went to the restaurant and attacked Adriana, but baby, they going tit for tat. Scripps is out, it looked like, and it's just going to be the three of them. And if I was them, I would keep Scripps out because he's unnecessary. But if you do, you babes. If I had to put a bet demand on this, I would put my money on OTM. If I wanted to really start some shit, I'd put my money on OTM. I would think they would need to win, in my opinion, to get some momentum to swing forward, to possibly challenge the family again, leading into Stand and Deliver and get those tag team titles and move forward as the tag team champions. At least that's what I would do. But that's just me. I don't know about you all. But that's just me. She said, also, twin, where have you been? I can't wear. Don't ask me. I've been chilling. I'm here. All right. Moving on. Again, non-title bout, but it is for a moniker and a trophy, so I guess it could be considered a bash a bash for something. Okay, this is a grind for something, and it's a very big honor to be named as the winner of the Dusty Classic. This automatically gives you the right to challenge for the tag team titles as well. But you also get to be a part of the legacy of Dusty Rhodes and get your name on that beautiful Dusty Cup. And it looks like Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin smoothly moved their way to the finals. And now it's up to Trick Mellow Gang and LWO to do the same. So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Middle card championship in terms of the North American Championship is underway. Dragon Lee's challenge to Obafemi has been accepted. Obafemi will defend his championship against the former champion, Dragon Lee, at Vengeance Day on Sunday, February 4th. Moving into the title bouts, final two titles and the final two matches on the card. Lyra Valkyria, the current NXT Women's Champion, will take on the new and improved attitude of Roxanne Perez. She's giving us a lot of edge, a lot of anger, a lot of darkness. And we love that for her. Roxanne is going to compete against Lyra Valkyria. I suspect that this is going to be a fire match between these two women ladies. We will see how everything goes. Okay, hear me out. If Big E was there, I'd like to see it. Very good. Kenny, I think you late, babe. I think you late. Somebody in the comments tell her to push that little live button up. Because I think she behind. Anywhoosies, like I said, Dragon Lee's gonna face off against Obafemi, excuse me for doubling back. Final match of the night. NXT Vengeance Day will have the King, Ilya Dragunov, facing off against his challenger, Trick Williams, one of the most over superstars in all of WWE. Will Trick Williams finally best Ilya Dragunov? Or will Carmelo Hayes come in and dash his dreams? Or will Trick Williams lose all on his own? We don't know, babes. I'm going to say that it's a very strong possibility that Shawn Michaels will pull the trigger on Trick with how popular he is. While Ilya Dragunov is a great champion, I think having a champion like Trick Williams going into Mania, into Stand and Deliver as champion is a hot thing to do. It's a hot thing to do because Trick Williams All right, it kicked me out. Who is Frito Lay? Who is that? Who is that, Kitty? Oh, she said, no, I'm live. What's the scoop on no Frito Lay? Who is no Frito Lay? Who is that? She's a hot mess, bro. I don't know who that is. Anybody told me my banner wasn't up or nothing. Y'all rude. Anyway, tell me where it kicked off at so I can finish my sentence and probably go about my business. Get it? Because Fritos got the scoop chips. I'm so tired of her. I don't know what to do. Because Fritos got the scoop chips. Jesus Christ. Lord. Tell me where I left off, where it cut off at. So I can, what is that? You were talking about Trick going into Mania with the title. Okay, so, like I said before, I feel like Trick should go into Stand and Deliver with the title, be champ, go up against Carmelo, beat Carmelo, and then Carmelo move over to SmackDown. How it works out, It's totally up to them. Um, but it's gonna be interesting. I feel like Vengeance Day is gonna be a really cool pay-per-view. I'm definitely gonna watch it and go live afterwards. I hope y'all watch it because it's gonna be a very good show. NXT tomorrow is gonna be a nice parlay um leading into Stand and Deliver, and more specifically, going past Stand and Deliver, going past that Elimination Chamber, leading into the next couple of weeks of Stand and Deliver. So it's gonna be an interesting time. This is the road, the road deliver, and Vengeance Day is usually the last PLE stop. I think they might have one TV PLE in between there. But other than that, this is where we are. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get me a couple of Z's, get up in the morning and do some work. I will see y'all tomorrow when NXT goes off the air around 10:05, maybe 10:15, something like that. Thank y'all for coming in, listening to me rant and rave, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.